Hello lovelies and welcome to another Project Life video. So once again I'm trying to use up what's left of my printables. I'm actually not doing too bad. This is probably the most I've ever used. I do have a few Project Life cards left, so I might do something with them, but yeah, for the most part I'm doing well. So full disclaimer, this is going to say week 19. Don't get excited. This is week 19 last year. So I decided to mix it up a bit because I just felt like I really want to get cracking on my Project Life. I want to get caught up. And I thought there's no better way than diving into old albums and documenting the pictures that I have printed. So I haven't printed off any new photos. In the past, I have printed off a few weeks in advance, especially if I've gone away on retreat and I just haven't finished them. So this was one of those. So this is week 19, and I don't actually know what the date was. I'm going to have to go back and look it up because that's what I intend to put here on this little tag here. I made a little cluster for my date. I do know this was the week my nephew was born, though, because there's some pictures of him in here. So, yeah, I'll have to figure that one out. It was really cute looking back and seeing how little my niece and nephew are. Even Will, like this picture here of Will on the right-hand side in the Captain America shirt. I can't believe how little he was a year ago. Like, this is May last year. Okay, so it's a year and a half. But still, like, look how little he is. He looks so little. But yeah, so like I've mentioned before, my favorite way to journal is to journal straight onto my photos. So I have strips of cardstock that I cut up and I put them straight onto my photos as like this. Even though right now you'll notice that I do have two journaling spots. So even in those times when I have journaling cards, I don't tend to journal specifically about each one. And also I found the fact that this was over a year ago made it a lot harder as well. I do journal on that card next to the picture of Will writing the list because I remember exactly what that was about. But yeah, for the rest of it, not so much. Thankfully, this picture down the bottom here, this is my sister, her husband, and my niece. This was their last family outing as a family of three. They went out for the day. I did remember that, so I have included that. But I think my advice to you is to definitely get those memories in, because like this is just over like a year and a half, and I was struggling. Like I do remember bits of it, but some of them I know the stories were probably there that I wanted to tell, and now that it's over a year later, not so much. So if you've got important stories you want to tell, make sure you write them down, even if you just scribble them onto some journal cards and stick them in the pockets with your photos to remind you later. Yeah, that is probably the one thing I really hate about being so far behind with my Project Life, is missing out on those stories that I may have wanted to capture. Thankfully, I take a lot of photos, so usually the photo can jog my memory, like this picture of Will. My sister had a boy, and she struggled with names, so we were all throwing lists of names at her for months. And this was Will when we were going up to actually meet him with his list to give her and, help her come up with. So I do remember that story, so that's pretty cool. So I wanted to journal that one down. And then I've just created a little cluster over here. I can't remember. At the time, I liked the idea of a journaling card, but I had no clue what I was going to write. And I think I just do a general, really busy week and little man joined the family. So very generic, obviously, because, yeah, it's been a year and a half. So definitely get those stories down, I think. That would probably be my advice for scrapping. If you're anything like me, like what am I up to in my album this year? Oh, goodness. I don't know. I'm getting very haphazard. I'm jumping back and forth because I'm so far behind. But my goal 1 year is to finish my Project Life. You never know. 2021 might be my year. I did finish one. I finished 2013. But I might have to show you a flick through of that one day because it's very basic. It's very different to what I do now. That's probably why I finished it. And it's only one album. On average, I do between 2 and 4 albums, depending on how far I've gotten, I guess. I think this year I could probably do 2 albums, but yeah. Anyway, off on a tangent. So this is my only card on this side. So this is generally when I do my Project Life spreads, I do them Monday through Sunday. And so I try and keep the photos Monday through Sunday. So I know my nephew was born, was it a Friday? I know it was later in the week. My sister's going to shoot me. It was later in the week, so that's why all his photos are on this side of the layout. And then when you flip it over in my album, there's actually like another double page spread of when he was born. So what I do is I do my weekly spreads, but then if there's also something extra, I'll put in extra sleeves. So like the birth of my nephew, our birthdays, I do put in extras, and then obviously I put my 12 by 12s in as well when I feel like journaling those, or when I feel like adding those in to where they go. So that is how I do my Project Life. I have a mix of 12 by 12 and pocket pages. And yeah, if there's special events, I just add them in. So I really wanted to do something that said welcome to the family, but I didn't like any of the tags. I didn't have enough alphas left on my sticker sheet, so I just wrote it in, and it works for me. And then I've just added the happiness and the captured. Now on this side, you'll notice that I don't, so here my journaling was too long. It's going to look weird if I stick it on my head. So I literally just cut it in half, and I actually like how it looks. So that worked much better. This was my first little snuggle with little man. So you'll notice that I don't embellish every photo on this layout. I think the one down the bottom of Willet's soccer, if there's a photo I really, really love, sometimes I tend to not want to embellish it because I just love the photo so much. I want to leave it as is. And I think the picture of my sister when Lathan was born, that picture was sent to me. And it's also location tagged with where he was born, which I really liked. So those two photos I haven't done anything to because I just love them so much that I like to keep them plain. I know it sounds weird, but I do that often when there's something that I just love as is. So yeah, anyway, that's it for me. That was a really ranty voiceover, so I hope you got something out of that. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll be back real soon with a new video. Bye for now.